from Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas, Nevada. It's Week 12 of the NFL on EA Sports.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. First down, Justin Herbert. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry, but it's going to be second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again, Herbert. And that is incomplete here.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Tanner Muse in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
2 sacks last week. Another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point.
35-yard line.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Ball carrier.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. And Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. A big play that time for the Raiders. 42 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They saw their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. At their own. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it?
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Tanner Muse. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert, and that's knocked away and incomplete. Good coverage there by Trayvon Mullen.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
First and 10 at their own 20.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. Man, those numbers from last week, what do you call a game like that? Monumental? A career game?
Yeah, every one of those adjectives you can call monumental, mammoth, massive. But you also know that he wants another one just like it in this game. He doesn't plan on slowing down.
Man, if he duplicates that, that would be history. Going to give this time to the tailback. He finds an opening past the 40. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. It's a big play there for Vegas. 63 yards on the ground. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he'll give it here to his running back. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Now a handoff here to his running back. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down.
But when the ball snapped from the 3 down near the goal line, I think in days gone by, we thought many teams would run the football. But on 3rd down in today's game, I expect them to throw it. A little counterintuitive there. They tried to run it. Instead,
rush coming, and he's taken down. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the ball will go over on the goal line stand. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
10 yards.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously,
rush comes. Touchdown, Raiders.
Jonathan Abram. Touchdown.
Special teams coach to get excited. And when you block a punt into the end zone and recover for a score, yeah, he's going to be jumping up and down a big way.
And as a punter, you know that clock is ticking. He just didn't get it off in time. Extra point up and through. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. Herbert. Heavy rush, and down he goes.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Monarchs, nothing.
On 3rd down, Herbert, and that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
This will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line.
The Raiders take over first.
So here are the Raiders now to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. His 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. And it is now 21-0. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Getting set to go again here on offense, Keenan Allen marches back onto the field. A chance maybe here for them to get him more involved. They're down here on the scoreboard, and he's been very quiet.
And the silence has been deafening for his team. They don't need that.
He's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup of 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Hendricks. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. Short pass caught by Henry. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Pretty heavy traffic over the middle on that one, and somehow he emerged with the football. Way to possess it, despite all the extra contact and people around him.
He is good. Makes the score Raiders 21.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 1-yard line.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. Might he be on his way to a record-setting performance here, Charles? 2nd quarter and the yardage number already ridiculous.
They always talk about just focusing on the next play, but sometimes it's okay to dream big because
they're focusing on the 4th quarter already.
Listen, I don't blame you, though, because we could be witnessing some type of history here, and it's being done by him and, of course, the big guys up front who are creating the holes for him to run through.
Yeah, they've all been good so far.
Number 38, the ball.
The tackle credited to Deshaun Elliott, the safety.
7-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Jacobs now. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 31 yards there and a 1st down. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the 1st down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders add on to their lead. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And, you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
Monarchs.
Out of the gun, Herbert. And the Raiders have got him. Tanner Muse. He continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Operating from the gun, Herbert. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this will get inside the 20 and be touchdown just outside of the 15-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10.
Now the Vegas offense heading back out there. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's another 1st down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. Whistle against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block would be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Throwing right, and that's complete. That'll be a gain of 15 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. To throw on 2nd down, Gilmore. Man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow, because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there. Unable to do so, that makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Extra point right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this 1st half. And this carries into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard.
And we spotlight Keenan Allen as he gets set to go back to work. Looking down at the stats here, realizing he has no catches. They've targeted him twice, but no catches. So how do they get him more involved, Charles?
You make sure he touches it on routes that he likes to run, maybe even run a reverse or some type of a jet sweep so he gets his hands on the ball and get him active and involved in the game. You just try and find ways to get him going, and it doesn't have to be something that's big downfield.
Maybe kind of like in basketball, just a shooter seeing the ball go through, you get him a rep, get him more comfortable.
I agree with that totally. Maybe set that solid screen and give him an easy look.
Well, to this point, no catches. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
It's third down.
On third down, Hendricks. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on fourth down.
Formation.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper clock.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them.
You sure you're ready for the third quarter? Need to use a bathroom or anything? All right, cool. Let's go. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
To pick up the 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 9.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Running is Jacobs. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. And good for 22 and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
He's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. Big play that time for the Raiders. 46 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And it's caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. From 19 yards away. And this offense is running away with this one.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
A Someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. From the gun, Herbert looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And he's into the clear. And all the way in for the touchdown.
Herbert's pass.
Keenan Allen, his 4th touchdown on the year. And his guys are able to at least knock this deficit down a bit. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
At their own 10-yard line.
The Raiders offense ready to go. Still comfortably on top, 3rd quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to lead from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, they created a big run. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. He's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play. Really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great play there. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season, as his guys continue to pour it on. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns, but the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
It's 3rd down.
To throw on 3rd down. Herbert firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team inside the 20, and it's at the 17-yard line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Everything is working for them. Every move they make works and clicks, and they are
we're talking about. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
40-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Gilmore got his man complete over the middle. That's Norman. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Now some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
Brought down at the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was it.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
And this carries into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. London about set to take over on offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. That throw into the arms of Allen. He's at the 40. And he'll get this all the way down inside the Vegas 20. A big play there on the catch and run. 58 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Operating from the gun. Herbert. That's complete right around the 8. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
At the Raiders' 5-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Hendricks. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1.
Stop short of the goal line.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Here's Herbert. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Herbert's pass.
Keenan Allen, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys are able to get a score back.
That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
My old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 3-yard line.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And now look at him go.
Bring in the 2nd string.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A big play there. With his 3rd touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year. And this offense continues to pour it on. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And it will come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Getting set to go again here on offense, Keenan Allen marches back onto the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. From the gun, Herbert. This complete to Henry over the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hoover.
Herbert.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
A 6-yard.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Rush coming, and he's taken down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
6 yards. And it's 3rd down. 3rd and 9.
On 3rd down, Herbert. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Complete to Keenan Allen.
15 yards through the air on a first down. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
He's getting daylight. They're going to take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. There's that man again. It's complete. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll run on 1st down. It's Jacobs. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jacobs. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
That's good.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on their offensive line, counting on the runners taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Knocked down
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's got it. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final plays. Doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their end there.
As our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they close.